Hey, happy day. Let's start with a joke because you don't want to get into all this liberal stuff. It gets kind of, I get angry, not depressed so much. I just want to go out and kick my dog and swear at my cat, right? After I get revved up with liberal talk. So let's start with this. I went to a bar just the other night and I saw a woman dancing on a table, right? Big woman, really big woman. I was drinking myself, so I had a loose tongue and I yelled out to her, "Good legs." She giggled at me and said, "Do you really think so?" And I said, "Definitely. Most tables would have collapsed by now." Hey, I was in the hospital for 3 days, but everything turned out okay. You have to wear a mask indoors in Philadelphia, but in an airplane in Philadelphia, you can get to go mask free in San Francisco. You have to wear a mask on a train, but you don't wear a mask on a bus. Uber drops its masking requirements for riders, but cab drivers in New York City say you still have to wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask if you're watching a baseball game, but you know what? A 4-year-old has to wear a mask at a nursery. Really? And this is in Boston, I think. And kids in Las Vegas have to wear a mask on the bus, on the school bus, but they don't have to wear a mask in the classroom. Businesses, they have their own mask rules. Everybody's got a rule, right? Everybody wants to do something different, I guess. On one single street that I saw recently in Las Vegas, there were several different signs on different businesses with different kinds of inconsistent stuff going on with regards to masks. You know, the nation's exhausted, totally exhausted, and there's so much mass confusion that people don't even know what to do anymore or how to dress. Somebody needs to kind of get a handle on this, don't you think? Children, they were encouraged in the Massachusetts area by the Baird middle school teachers to change their names and pronouns and don't get parental consent because they're old-fashioned and they may say no. And we think it's best that you do this, and you now need to use the restrooms that have corresponding little symbols on it with your new gender identity. And if you all want to change your identity often, that's okay as well. What they're really saying is if a boy wants to go into the girls' bathroom today, you just kind of, and visit with girls, you change your identity. Who are these people? I mean, they really do walk among us. I get it, but how do they get this way? Is it pills? Is it drugs? Are these people leftover relics from some other time? Are they aliens? Should we go zap them and check inside and see what they're made of? I mean, really, what is going on here? This is just crazy stuff. And then you have the University of Waterloo in Canada. They recently announced, hey, we're looking to fill a position, but it's only available. These are bigots, total racist bigots. I hate racists. They drive me crazy. Oh, that's a hate crime I just said. Ugh. But I do. I hate bigots. And they're terrible people. And they say this job is only available to qualified individuals who self-identify as transgender, non-binary, whatever that is, or two-spirit, whatever that is. I think it's an Indian or something. I don't know. Applicants are asked to fill out a self-identification form to ensure that they fall into one of those categories that the job is open for, in order to address the underrepresentation of those people, right? It's not about, qualifications. If you're a white, straight male, you don't have a chance. The only thing you're good for is to go out and work and give money to these wackos so they can go and further their, I guess, existence or whatever it is that they call it, what they have. Liberals lack critical thinking skills. I say that about liberals when I'm talking transgenders and everything because it comes from their camp, right? These are the guys, they're little tribes, these are the people, they don't have critical thinking, they don't have any mind. On a very much lighter note, maybe I should go to school and learn how to kind of phrase things and talk a little bit better, but I can't. I wouldn't, because these people, they drive me crazy. Back in my day, they weren't even as crazy as today, and I left early. I left in grade 8. I was asked once from a teacher that she said, if you could do it again, would you still leave school in grade 8? And I said, no, I'd leave in grade 6. Hey, just saying, Radio Shack. They went broke. They were a big deal way back when, right? And now they've rebranded. They have the same name, but they've rebranded as a cryptocurrency exchange platform. They're launching a token that's going to be called a radio token. I'm involved in the cryptocurrency world. I have several companies that have tokens that trade in Hong Kong and various places. So I've got to following this with interest, and I kind of like it. This rebranding business kind of works. It's radioshack.org. I don't know if they'll get anywhere with it, but we'll find out someday. And hey, you all come back, and we'll have more for you from the right in a couple of other days. Hey, see ya.